Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's live reaction bingo. We've got One Piece chapter 1124, and I said after last week's chapter, the ending to this arc has gotten me so excited for One Piece again. I have really been loving it. I do think, again, to be fair, I've been saying it, Egghead's hit and miss. It's got its lows, it's got its highs. But I have been really on a high with it lately. I think the end stretch really, has just been incredibly good. The jumping around, the lore drops, the character stories, it's all been very good. And now that we're going into, transitioning into a new arc, presumably going to Elbaf, like I mentioned last week, I was just listing things off. There are so many things that we could see start getting brought back into the series, or that we could just visit for a scene. There is so much that's possible. Also, I am pretty good after all the years of doing these types of videos for One Piece, Tower of God, etc. I'm pretty good at dodging spoilers, but some weeks I go into it and I'm kind of like, okay, well, I don't know what happens, but I've heard some talk, so I might know a general something to expect. I've literally heard nothing this week because the scans literally just came out. They kind of came out early Thursday, so I'm recording this early Thursday. So they came out pretty early as far as One Piece scans go, and I'm getting right on it before I have the chance to be spoiled by anybody posting anything. So it's like I am going in kind of some of the blindest I've gone into One Piece reactions, where I haven't even heard any opinions or whether people thought it was good or bad. I am just going straight in knowing absolutely nothing. So I'm extremely excited. I did update the bingo card, so as usual, if you want to play along with bingo, if you want to play along while you're reading on your own, play along with me, whatever. The link to it, I always post it on Discord whenever I update it, but also right here, it's going to be in the comments and description, so you can play along yourself. You can generate your own card. I have 30 spaces for the generator to choose from, so you can end up with any of those 30 different ones. You could end up with totally different spaces from me. You could end up with them in different orders. If we're not jumping around a lot like we have been, it might be a little bit more difficult. This week, I can say some of the changes I made for sure is I got rid of Pacifista, because I feel like we're probably not going to be as likely to see that anymore. So I got rid of Pacifista, and I left Seraphim up there just in case we get some more Seraphim stuff. We might cut away to see what's happening with the ones that got sent after Cross Guild. We could still see that. I got rid of Pacifista but left Seraphim, and I added Straw Hat Grand Fleet, because this whole time I haven't had Grand Fleet representative. I haven't really had any Grand Fleet stuff up here on the bingo board since I started doing bingo, I think. But here with us going between arcs, I'm like, we might get to see some of the Grand Fleet stuff. So with the thought that we could maybe see some of that, I was like, okay, let me do some of that on the board. I think that's about it. Also, like I said, I'm recording this on Thursday, so some of you are probably like, why am I seeing it Sunday? I record this for patrons and channel members when the scans come out. Thursday, Friday, whenever that is, whenever I get a chance to get to them, really. Sometimes I might be a little bit late even getting to the scans, but this video goes out early for patrons and channel members, and then I save it. I don't really give it a special title or anything, so I don't spoil anybody. Don't give it a special thumbnail or anything. I don't want to spoil anybody. And then I wait and do all of that and post it on Sunday when the official comes out. So if you want to get this a little bit early, hit join down below to become a channel member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron if you want to see these early, be a patron or member, and also help support the channel in general. But before we get into reading, as usual, this is Jump, this is Shueisha. If I show anything on screen, I am living mighty dangerously. I don't know how some people do it. So, instead of having the chapter on screen, we get to have some extra fun while we're doing it and play bingo. Let's see what my card's going to be this week. Let's see what this is going to look like. Generate card. Get rid of this. I got Silhouetted Character, Named Attack, Blood, Sweat, or Tears, Revolutionary. I feel like as I'm going along making the spaces for these cards, the general generator pool I think is getting more refined into something that works really well for a One Piece bingo. Our classic Named Attack, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, things like that. The classic spaces are getting to where I'm finding a sweet spot with them, I feel like, compared to the early card generator. Revolutionary, Vegapunk, in Vegapunk, any of the Vegapunks count, because we got a really good character like story to fill us in with what happened in that gap of time we missed last week, and now we're presumably going on sailing to Elbaf, so we might not see any more of Stella, but if we see any of Lilith or York, which is possible, that counts. Any of the Vegapunks. Zoan Transformation, Admiral, Caradand or Zunisha, Crosskill. Zoan Transformation's questionable over whether I should just count Chopper anytime I see him. I think maybe I should. I don't know. Joy Boy mentioned, it's not like we see Chopper that often, really, so it might actually just be fine to count Chopper anytime we see it. Or maybe just anytime we see him out of base form. Maybe base form shouldn't count. Nika mentioned Heart Pirates, Free Space, which we can click, and Heart Pirates, of course, Law is included in that. He's the captain of them. Seraphim, Vivi Wapple or Morgans, New Name Devil Fruit, Smoker, Thousand Sunny, Any Island Other than Egghead, Wano Piece, Flashback, Straw Hat, Grand Fleet Representative, I got that one, Bounty Reveal, Yonko, or any Straw Hat member. I think if we spend a lot of time with the Straw Hats, or if we jump around a bunch, either of those, I could maybe have a good chance. So we'll see what we get. This one is titled, let me go to the chapter itself. It is Best Friend. That's a good title. I'm excited. We got our Wano cover arc here. Yamato saving a random woman. I wonder if this silhouetted guy is gonna tie in and be something important. Oni Child Yamato in the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 12, foiling a kidnapping on the way to Kuri. Again, is this going to end up being something important? So you know what I'm going to count this as? We're going to get a lot of, we're going to stretch the cover story. We're going to get Wano Piece. We're going to get Any Island Other than Egghead. And we're going to get silhouetted character. Because, you know, probably not going to be important, but who knows? It could be. And look at this. Yamato's breaking a sweat, saving this lady. And this lady has also got a little tear coming from her eye. We got blood, sweat, and tears. So, we filled in a little bit. Just from the cover story here. Okay, on to the actual thing. We're getting the World Economic News ship. Come on, let's rock. Of course he wants to act. We're sitting on some juicy scoops, stoke their fears, paint a picture of the bleakest future possible. Use their desperation to push more WEJ papers, we have Morgans. That's gross. Even Vegapunk showed some optimism. Mind your business, girlie. I'll expose you if you don't zip it. What's wrong with you, you overgrown squawking liar? No one with a brain will dance to your tune. And we have the people swooning in the background. I guess just because somebody's standing up to Morgans, maybe? Falling in love with Vivi here. And then we have Wapple, of course, like, freaking out because of this situation. Because if she gets exposed, Wapple's probably getting exposed as well. I do have Vivi, Wapple, or Morgans. I think that's probably about all I can say for now. Yeah. You know, it's a little bit of a stretch to say Vivi for honorary Straw Hat, so I won't put it for now, but if you did want to, then I think that's fair. But I just realized we are allowed to put, because it was revealed and stuff that Morgans just has a Albatross Devil Fruit and stays in his transformed form. This is a Zoan transformation. This is just the hybrid form that he stays in. Now we have, hey Vivi-chan, we don't want to upset the fine gentleman and lose our only safe haven now, do we? Waffle's face. We can't pass this up. Even the truth is captivating now. The whole world's sinking. Cool. Okay, so we have a unique laugh for Morgans here. I'm top dog up in the sky anyway. So this upcoming era is perfect for me. I hope, okay, yeah, because you fly around. The sea level rising isn't going to hurt you as much. I hope you won't come to regret talking back to me, princess. Is Morgans going to be, like, more important than even he seems as just the one pulling the strings as far as the media goes? As if. If the world's ending anyway, I'm not going to grovel just to save my own neck. Just look at all the stories we've got to pick from. Hey Vivi-chan, cool it. Emperor Blackbeard versus Trafalgar Law, Emperor Shanks versus useless Captain Mid. I like Kid, but the useless Captain Mid jokes are just so good and so fitting. and Emperor Straw Hat ruthlessly killing Dr. Vegapunk. Liar. Okay, so that's the news that's going out. We're seeing Egghead with all the marine ships, and there's a small rowboat. It looks like escaping. Who's going to be in the rowboat? Come in. Don't tell me everyone's dead. Okay, Sentomaru is in the rowboat. What happened? Egghead. You're awful loud, huh? Says Kizaru. Why are you the one picking up, Borsalino? What happened to the others? And again, we have the stressed out but never ever doing anything constantly Sakazuki. They're all laid out and foaming at the mouth. What's going on with St. Saturn? Is he safe? What about the power station? Did any of the targets escape? This is a cool scene. Like, Kizaru, even taking some L's, is coming out looking cool because it does feel like he wasn't trying and was, you know, kind of on the side of Vegapunk in some sort of way. But we do see Sentomaru is alive and escaping. That's something, that's something. We got some things to fill in, though, I think. Let's see here. Do we? Well, we have Yonko being mentioned, but we don't see any Yonko yet. Don't have a flashback yet, I think. Again, just glancing through some of these. I'm sure some of you, I think there's some spaces that might be able to be filled in that I haven't gotten. We do have Admiral, though, so I need Smoker and the Straw Hats to show up. That would be ideal, I suppose. No Cross Guild yet. No Vegapunk actually on screen, I don't think. So yeah, I think we're stuck there. I was expecting to fill in more off of that. I'll let the youngsters give you the details when they're up. You better not be slacking off again, Borsalino. Hey, Sakazuki, I'm curious. Have you ever had to kill your best friend? And he's silent. And now we have a flashback. That's a damn big head. I'm with the Navy. The name's Borsalino. How much you gonna pay me? Huh? This arrest is all a facade. You guys want my brain working for you, right? So, how much funding are you willing to give for my research? You're an interesting guy, huh? What are you going to do with this place? Or what are you going to do with this place? I'm going to call it Egghead. When we're done, it'll be an island 500 years in the future. Lend me a hand, Borsalino. And we see him with the young Sentomaru and with Vegapunk and Bonnie. Hey, you know I'm an admiral now, right? And then we have him stabbing through Stella. And we see Stella falling to the ground reflected in his glasses. You think I'm slacking off, Sakazuki? Well, if you've got time to waste doubting me, come and see for yourself, you damn ingrate. Okay, Kizaru is back on, like, the hype list. Because Sakazuki is sitting on his ass, doing nothing, all post-time skip, just yelling at people, whining, bitching. But Sakazuki, he isn't standing up out of that chair. He's not getting back from behind that desk. But Kizaru had to kill his best friend for the world government. And he was like, you think he's slacking off? You think he's like the lazy admiral? He killed his best friend for the cause. And these panels with him like silhouetted against the burning island behind him too are so good. And getting to see emotion out of Kizaru for the first time, that was my bad, brother. Just watch your mouth. That was a really good scene. Damn, that was good. Damn, that was really good. Okay, so we did get a flashback. And we did get Vegapunk. I need Cross Guild actually now. I need Cross Guild. Okay, I don't think we saw any named attacks or anything. Think we might be good. I didn't get Godosei. That's probably... I guess maybe we won't see them this week, but that's been an easy slot lately. I think we're going to the Straw Hats, though, so I might be able to fill in a lot more right here in a second. We have the Sunny and the giant ship. Again, I still don't know what to call it. It's so quiet. I guess the party was officially called off. It's odd to stop after just one drink. We have Frankie and Jinbei. Yeah, and it's strange to see Luffy so dejected. But I get it. We failed to accomplish our main goal. Can you please take me away from Egghead? And Stella asks. We had the 5 elders, an admiral, CP0, the Seraphim, and an armada of warships to get through. I like Frankie's look here. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It's a miracle we got out of that hellscape at all. Frankie, I feel like, so compared to past arcs like pre-time skip or anything, Egghead wasn't really that good for the Straw Hats individually or whatever, but Frankie did some stuff. And I like that when it comes to the Straw Hats just standing around talking and like processing the information and stuff, Frankie is almost always a part of the group that's discussing things. And then, I'm with you there, we have Jinbei and Zoro. It's pathetic. He's an emperor now. An old man dying shouldn't affect him this badly. That's a bit harsh. Okay, now we have Lilith waking up. Huh? You're awake. Phew. Thank goodness, says Chopper. Are you alright, Lilith? Lilith Twan? Sanji. And then, alright, we're on the giant ship. No wonder everything's so massive and they're just in this giant seat with a ladder leading up to it. This will be a bitter pill to swallow, but we have to tell you. We weren't able to save any of the other Vegapunks. Please forgive us. Atlas hit you pretty hard, so it's understandable if you're disoriented. I see. It's okay. I've already heard about what happened. Heard? From who? I just need to cry for a bit. How are you the evil one again? Says Usopp. Usopp, the constant background lurker. Hey, I'm hungry, and immediately you got over it fast. Must be because I'm no longer connected to York. Well, if you're hungry, the giants left us a lot of fruit. Say, the atmosphere from that table seems a bit gloomy, doesn't it? Damn it all, is it gonna be sad, depressed Luffy eating? And Brook is here too. We promised to save Apple Gramps. He's depressed eating. Luffy's been beating himself up over what happened, so he's only had 5 bunches of grapes. He's eating a giant grape. That's plenty. I see. So Luffy's been taking it badly. Alright though. It's alright though. I just heard about it and I'm sure. What do you mean heard about it? A second ago I was crying because I was sad about everyone's deaths. However, it's all a matter of perspective. Here's the truth. To put it simply, everyone's alive. And we have everyone's reactions. I hope they're not really alive, but it's more just like they're living through her. Everyone freaks out. What? Even if they're functionally dead. I don't get it. So they're ghosts? Basically what I'm trying to say is that that you kept your promise to me. So don't be so glum, Luffy. Okay, so I guess whatever information that could fit within Lilith from Punk Records was sent to Lilith. So Lilith isn't just the evil anymore necessarily. Lilith is all of the Vegapunks except York, basically. I mean, Lilith is still Lilith, it's just that Lilith also now probably just has the data, memories, whatever of the other Vegapunks in her. So it's like, you know, what's the difference between them being dead or alive if they're just living through Lilith? Since they were originally one Vegapunk to begin with. I will like it if Lilith stays as one consistent character. I'll think it's kind of lame if they bring the others back to life, just because I think killing them off was like really good in the story. And I also think it'll be kind of lame if they're all just different personalities that cycle through Lilith. I want Lilith to keep her main personality intact. Or even if they all fuse into a current Lilith personality that's kind of a fusion of all of them. I don't want Lilith to be like cycling through different identities, you know what I mean? But, in a way, the will of P. In a way, it happened. So, from here though, we did get some things. I don't think Joy Boy was mentioned. We had the Seraphim mentioned, but not seen. I guess Nico wasn't mentioned. We do have the Thousand Sunny. We do have any Straw Hat, so I need Smoker now, and I need him to show up. Also, interesting, we still don't know what best friend means. Oh, because Kizaru killed his best friend. Yeah, we do. No new name Devil Fruit. We got Luffy as a Yonko. Not getting very lucky this week. I was pretty close. I think it was last week that it was either last week or the week before that Pate Ardealo posted his results and was like so close in multiple different places. Okay, so I think this is where we are right now. I don't think I missed any spots. Yo, seems like you're doing better, Straw Hat, huh? And we see some of the Giants. Hey Giants, thanks for helping us out. Hey, so you're feeling fired up now? Then, let's have that feast. Bring the food, get the booze. Zoro, Luffy is... I've been waiting for this. Feel free to pick out. Gabba-ba-ba. If we're going to Elbaf, we may see Saul. That's great, Robin. I love Robin and Chopper's relationship. Give us a toast for the ages, Straw Hat. Vegapunk basically said, whoever finds the One Piece will shake the world, right? Yeah, and who do you think's gonna get it and be Pirate King? Hey, that's why I set sail in the first place. And I don't care if you're with me or against me, because I'm definitely gonna be king of the pirates. Yeah, cheers. It feels like we didn't really need this extra party panel after the one we got at the end of last time, but it is what it is. But is this a different little girl, or is this Bonnie in little girl form that's with them? Up there to the left. I guess maybe it is Bonnie. And I want to know what exactly happened with Kuma for sure. Because we saw, like, him seeing Bonnie get the final hit on Saturn. But does this mean that he ended up dying, or... And we have... Chopper's shirt just says cop. I just noticed this. And so the ship set course to the northeast, to the long-awaited land of the giants. Yahahaha, the fabled country of Elbaf. New World, Warland, Elbaf. Come on, then. What awaits them in the land of the giants? And it looks like Shanks' silhouette, but I thought Shanks would have already left Elbaf. So is Shanks actually going to wait for them, and we're going to get the Straw Hats versus Shanks confrontation? Whether that's a Davy back fight, whether it's a friendly just fight against them to see who has the right to go into the future. Is this, or is it not actually going to be Shanks? Is it trying to trick us? Because it looks kind of like his collar. Then again, is Shanks missing that arm? He's missing his other arm, right? Oh, is he missing his right or his left? I'm pretty sure he's missing his left, so he's missing his other one. It could be trying to throw us off. I was going to say, ooh, is it going to be Kid waiting for them? But Kid is not that skinny. Kid is comedically buff. But we do have a break next week, so we're going to have to wait. But yeah, this was a good chapter. I think all of these chapters at the end of Egghead have just been really, really, really good. And again, it seems like Lilith has just sort of become, you know, the conglomeration. All of them live on through her. She, you know, synced with their memories and thoughts and everything. I do, like I said, hope this doesn't mean we just bring the others back to life with new bodies. I feel like that kind of takes away the impact of having their sacrifice happen. And I also kind of hope that Lilith isn't just cycling through their personalities, and their personalities are still alive individually within Lilith, because again, I feel like that takes away from their death. But again, Will of P is strong, so that might happen. I really do hope it's just Lilith who's alive, but she just got their memories and thoughts and everything. Because if it's all of their personalities alive within her, then they basically didn't die. And the sacrifice doesn't mean as much. So, we'll see. Also, what do we do now? We go to Elbaf and it's like, what do we do with Bonnie and Lilith? I kind of feel like they should just stick with the Straw Hats, you know what I mean? Like, why would the Straw Hats just drop them off? Why not just carry them the rest of the way at this point? We feel so close, or at least to where we're going next. I don't know. It feels weird to leave them behind at Elbaf of all places. Like, if anything, you would think the Revolutionaries might be a place that Bonnie and Lilith could go, since there is the connection there with Dragon and with the Revolutionaries through Kuma and Vegapunk's connection to Dragon and everything. So you would feel like dropping them off with the Revolutionaries would maybe make sense. But without the Revolutionaries around, the Revolutionaries, once again, also kind of taken the playbook of Sakazuki and not doing anything ever. So... Again, I'm only kind of joking. I'm joking because they did do the Reverie stuff, but I'm only kind of joking because they also do very little. So, like, without them around, it's like, what do we do with Bonnie and Lilith? I kind of just want them to stay around. That, and because, you know, I like Lilith. I like the Vegapunks in the end. They aren't the best characters. I don't like them that much, but I like them. And Bonnie, I think, has become one of my favorites. I really like Bonnie. And it feels like she's legitimately kind of an asset to the crew if she stays around. So, we'll see where things go. Either way, that is the end of the Egghead arc, seemingly, now that we have this full-on narration and everything. And after this 2-week break, presumably, we might get to jump around a little, see some more exciting stuff, and we might get to start the next arc. We might get to start Elbaf, which is exciting. On top of that, this chapter was very, very good with all the character work it did with Kizaru. I feel like a lot of people were kind of on Kizaru after this arc, but I really feel like this set his character straight and made me much more excited for him again. So, you know, all of that I think was good. And I don't think that I got a bingo. No, I don't think there's anything new here. Well, I was very close in multiple ways, but I didn't quite get it. So that's where we're going to end the video. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. Tell me how you did on bingo. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Ask and I'll give you a link. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks, it is appreciated. But like I said at the beginning, not only can you generate your own bingo card and play on bingo if you want down in the comments and description, but if you want these videos early, if you want these videos when the scans come out, then hit join down below to become a channel member or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Also, patrons and channel members get their name at the end of every video, so thank you so much to people who are already patrons and channel members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, FR Nono, Abyss Knight, JA, and the D-Ban, Cherryton Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element, Pate Ariel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.